What's happening, too? Back at you with this monster back in shape again. But yep. Me and the little one back at you. But did a whole bunch since the last time you see them. As you can see. Did a little rap like I told you. Just sat there and proved the point with this little one sitting there. Sitting on the truck. Proving the point that I need to wrap it, but I didn't wrap it completely. I ended up buying a 50-foot roll. I used 5 feet right here because I thought 5 feet would have wrapped it to at least here, but 5 feet got it to right here. I wrapped 3 more feet up out of there, thinking 3 feet would have got me to right here once again, but 3 feet got me right here. So 8 feet out of my 50 is nothing, but I have plans on buying a brand new one of these pipes. I love the way it sits out on the side and everything, gives nice performance. So I'm gonna just save that just for the next fight. And I'll wrap it up neater because the fact that I know how I can get around these. I actually did this one pretty nice, but figured out ways of actually getting it around the shape like I need to. So I like the way I did this one kind of nice and everything. It's just, I wish I did the rest of it, which I'm all right with. I'm okay with it. But yeah, let's get to it. So before we pull off the cage, reason we don't have the wheels on her, because as you can see, we don't went to the DJIs, and the DJIs don't fit the original wheels for the wheels that I'm originally going for. You can see this shiny bad boy. This having a roving, building your own. You figure out what parts fit and won't fit on different ones because not everything is really different on the standard RCs besides when you go into low C and stuff like that. But yeah, stole a few things from the little goodie box that I had sitting for extras. So these right here are the boots, but these here are actually extended. So it gives the spring a little bit more tension when it comes to it. And I got them on all fours. These are also 1 inch extended too. So it sits out nice. Also, shunt the bad boys up nice. So we have no play in there. Like I said, doing things different from learning from the previous. Let me start taking the body off since that's all we can see. Oh, not even. Got the belt drive completely intact now. Completely intact and nice, sitting tight. I mean, I gotta see if I want to go and continue with that tight tension right there because it's not completely tight. I got a little play right there, but we see how we do. The reason it got that tension is because, like I told you, I found me a nice piece of rubber hose to go around the bearings, like I told you, and went around pretty nice. Got my little space right there to have this rolling pretty nice. Well, hold on. It's to that point where we're gonna take off, show you what we done did up underneath there now. Done quite a bit. Still need a few little goodies to get it going. Still need a few little goodies. But here she goes. Looking all purty. So, yeah, I'm gonna just do a little spin around real quick before I even get to talking. go with this little one, but do a little quick spin around. So let's get to it. Let me take off my little cage. Took off the top because, yeah, I got the MSD on the MSD kind of bulky, and then there's a certain type of plug I like to use. It's an iridium plug. I like the way the iridium plugs burn, so it sits kind of high. But, yeah, let's get to it. So like I said, I did the wrapping on the pipe. Did a nice job. Did way better than what I expected I would have done on it because of the shape of the pipe and everything. But yeah. Let me see where I start. Told you about the DGIs. I got the extenders on there. Testing out right here, as you can see. I got you would think they're rubber bands, but they're not. I actually found some heat shrink big enough to go around the ends of the axles. Went ahead and did that to go ahead keep those. What are you doing, silly? Go sit, please. Baby. Sit, please. But yeah, went ahead and wrapped some shrink wrap around the ends. One to keep them pins in there because I would hate for them pins to come out as I'm driving. So I'm basically using that as my Loctite for them pins. I know that's not keeping them from spread when it comes to the outsides. It probably will save it. I don't know. This is basically a test. But yeah, I went ahead and done it on all fours, even in the centers. I went ahead and put the shrink on the centers also to keep the pins, keep the screws and everything in the inside, keep them from getting lost. And got it all done up. So everything should be able to stay in place where it needs to be. Even a better thing is the pins are being put in place with these rubber rings when it comes to that baby girl. But the pins are being put as sorry, this little girl got my mouth all mixed up, but pins are being kept in with the rubber rings when it comes to the hubs. Baby. Let me tell you. Alright. Got my full flow going on. Like I say, I love to keep baby girl. Go sit, please. Love to keep things looking all neat, covered up and all. So covered up my fuel lines, they are clear, so I can see what's going through my fuel line. Dude got a brand new carb on there, and that's a new carb, the new carb that they start building. So this carb actually comes with nylon built inside of it. It's let me say built like a 990, but it comes with way more internal when it comes to being able to keep up with the type of fuel and everything you're doing and all. So yeah, that's a performance carb up on there. I got the bolts up in there that I'm trying. That's the bolts that I got from the DDM. It's supposed to keep everything in there nice and tight. I got my vent valve going on too. With the quick lines, got the vent valve coming up, going over at the top with the MSD. Then, like I said, got a couple things missing. Keep me from running autos. mounts that go up underneath the fan cover. It's the only thing that's keeping me from actually starting it because I really don't want to start her and even tap the gas with only these 3 bolts holding on to it. Don't want to damage anything or break anything loose just because it's only them 3 bolts holding that engine in place. But oh, I also tricked you guys. Trying to go ahead and keep them other servos inside it. I also tried to keep them other servos inside there. Sorry guys, I got this little one I'm dealing with in the background too. I'm still dealing with this little one at the same time. But yeah. Bless you, baby. But yeah. I tried to keep the regular servos up inside there. That only worked for a couple of minutes. I went ahead and put my what's the name with my remote at? It is a true fact. If you want to go ahead and use a good name brand remote, especially Spectrum, I was told the Spectrum remotes and receivers really love digital servos. The digital servos are what they like. They tend to burn out the regular servos if they're not digital, but they say they really do good with digital. So what had happened was I went ahead and put the receiver on there and everything, put it on there with the regular servos and all. And soon as I put that on button on, the servo that was over here, that boy got I was like, I had to turn it straight off. So went ahead to see what was going on. Basically the trim, because I did steal it from, was it this guy or that guy? I stole the receiver for one out of the two. Yeah, I stole it from this guy because this guy originally stole it from this one. So I went ahead and just returned this back. I'm gonna, end up buying another one. Ain't nothing to buy another receiver. But yeah, went ahead, redid the trim and everything, feeling like that was just the issue with the trim. It sounded better after I did that. The next thing you know, turned off everything, turned back on everything another day, and it just got acting crazy the same way again. Trim was still the same and all. So just like I figured, it was because the fact that it was in a digital servo, it started to act up. So I just went ahead and put in some digital servos I had sitting on the side, which should do well because those are originally from another company. I believe, yeah, Rovin. That's originally where I got them from. So, yeah, that did not last at all like I thought it would have. And that's because the type of remote and receiver I'm using, I'm not using the stock stuff. But also went ahead and covered up everything. I like to use this little girl boy. She's taking full blown advantage because she know that I'm doing a video in the bathroom right now, flicking mics on. Jonathan, can you come sit your little butt down, please? Thank you. But yeah, so with this, I like to put my receiver in a separate waterproof box and everything to make sure for sure that everything is good. And basically up inside here is just battery and wiring up inside there. And the kill switch. I also have a kill switch going and running up inside there. Kill switch, as you see that red wire running straight there. Got it flipped around and running straight between. So yeah, I like to do things neat. Trying to do things different, especially, trying to use. Before I really wasn't using my mechanical skills when it comes to the RC, wasn't thinking too much of putting it towards it, but I was like, let me start taking it more serious and starting to put more of my skills towards this and feeling like things will go a little bit better when I do it the right way. But I went over the card. Got my manifold going on with the cooling coils, MSD, air filter. Oh, see, easy pull start. Let me see. Cooling fin on the exhaust. Quick flow. Belt drive. What else is to go over on this bad boy? Not much. Not much. Not much. But that's what she at. Literally, if I wanted to, I can put some gas in there and crank up, but I'm just gonna wait on them post mounts. And once them post mounts come in, she'll be all ready to crank up. What else after that? Also after that is the wheels that I got attention on buying. Didn't put them in order yet. I got my little one that be taking money from out of my pocket quicker than what I can spend it. So yeah, it's gonna be a little process in getting that. But she almost there. Almost there. I'm really not worrying about that metal top because the fact that done learned my lesson with the first one, not riding without that bad boy on top of there. I know I'm good with controlling and everything now, but I just don't. I don't like messing up anything underneath the cover. That's the reason that, as you can see, I got trucks. If you don't realize, even when it comes to the drag racing, I got a truck because once again, if I flip this bad boy, it's so much that it can take compared to a car. So that's why I stick to the trucks. Just lighten them up as much as possible. But I'm out of here. That's as much as I can say on this truck. I can't really say when it comes to anything else what's going on until we get a crunk up and going. Oh, this little one that remind me a little bit. Leave that box alone. Stop it, ain't nothing in there for you. Yeah. Goodie box that I did have everything in. It's original transmission. Still have the original gears for this. Is what originally came on the other truck. That's why I said I wasn't used to it coming with the aluminum. It came with the plastic. So that's an upgrade for me. These gears, not even gonna take a chance with them. Done called a few people, seeing if there was any way if I can get them remade in a different material. And the only way they say that I can get that done is if I get a group of people that's gonna put in some money with me to go ahead and spend a couple thousand to get them made out, because it's not gonna be cheap just to make even just one gear. It would be better for me to make a whole set of them in that one batch. But yeah, old servos, bad boys got them making noise. Number 67. I originally had 67 mints in here, and these things are so addicting that 67 mints can't last me a day. But as you see, upgraded fuel lines, upgraded the hubs. What else I got in here? These are the studs that I had inside that exhaust. Extra gasket, spark plugs. Just understand. cover all. Hold on. There's a whole bunch that I did get, a whole bunch that I trashed. A whole bunch that I trashed. Gotta take you out of there. J Honesty, you little monster, boy, I tell you. A whole bunch that I trashed, but yeah. A whole bunch up on them. All from DDM. I really like quality things, to tell you the truth. So DDM is a place to go when it comes to roving, also King Motors. But I'm starting to see that he's paying more attention to the roving than King Motors. So roving is the place to go. And I'm out of here, guys. That's all I can talk about when it comes to this truck. That is all.